some people out there that's wondering, hey, Soncerae, why do you ask for donations? Then there's other people out there like, hey, Soncerae, why do people even give you donations? What exactly do you do in order to deserve donations? So I like to take donations for our Catering to the Homeless event because sometimes it's 200 people out there, 500 people out there. Even though everybody's bringing their donations cost money. It costs money to get toiletries, food, and all kinds of things for homeless people, grooming, all of the materials that they need. It takes a lot of money, especially when you're trying to feed 300 to 500 homeless people. Another reason people give is because they've been raised to do so. I told a story a long time ago about how when I was young, my mother was affiliated with this company called Purple Heart, and they would come out once a month and ask for our old clothes. And we would have to put our clothes in a bag, and then a truck would just travel around Washington, D.C. and the surrounding areas to gather clothing and stuff for underprivileged families, homeless people. And, you know, my mother just always taught me that I had to give. If I didn't give, I wouldn't ever be able to receive. So there's a lot of people out there who are just like that, and that's why they have no problem with donating. Another reason why people donate is because it's part of the trend at the moment. Like, a lot of people will just donate because that's the fly thing to do. You know, that's the cool thing to do. I remember when I first started doing catering to the homeless, a lot of people turned their nose up at me when I kept asking them to volunteer. But then when they started seeing pictures, me posting pictures on Facebook, and everybody that was coming with me, they post more pictures on Facebook, and all of a sudden we got all of these pictures of us out of us feeding the homeless, and all of a sudden everybody wants to be a volunteer and they want to donate. So it's somewhat of a trend when you're doing something specific for the community, especially in the African American community. African American community picks up on trends really quickly. So and I'm not just going to say black people, just the world just picks up on trends. So that's another reason why people donate to me all the time. A lot of people want to donate because it builds their network of people. Because once one person introduces themselves to me as someone who donates, I can always, once I get to know that person, connect them with someone else who can help them with something else that has to do with their business or their family or something like that. Like, the good thing about volunteering and being inside of the community is that when you need something, you can always tell one person, and then that person will tell another person, and then whatever resources or things that you need will come back to you very quickly, because we're in a community, a social circle of people who donate and volunteer. So we will be happy to help you. A lot of people want to be a part of that in the event that they need help with something. That's why it's always good to do community outreach. Once you reach out into the community, you get yourself surrounded by a whole nother set of people, a whole bunch of good people, kind-hearted people, and that just changes your life altogether. So a lot of people donate because of that. Speaking of that, a good image. A lot of people just want everybody to think that they are a good person, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you are a good person. So donating is just like a confirmation that you're exactly a good person, and you want to help with the world, and you want to just have a positive image. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you are definitely a good person. And I'll tell you, it takes a good person to even want to give their money, because a lot of people feel like everything is a fraud and is a scam nowadays, that they're afraid to donate or give money. And so it says a lot about your heart when you give your money and you're really not concerned about what's happening with it. See, I tell people all of the time, if I meet a homeless person on the street and this person asks me for money, I'm not worried about what they're doing with it. If they want to go buy drugs, or if they want to go buy alcohol or something like that, or if they want to buy condoms, whatever they want to buy for them, it took a lot out of them for them to be standing on the street begging me for money. And regardless to what they do with it, they needed it, or they wouldn't have been asking me for it. Now, there are people out there who are probably pretending they're bums. That's not even my concern. I don't even care nothing about that. All I know is God is pointing me in the direction. He's telling me this person needs X, Y, and Z, so I'm going to give it to that person. And 9 times out of 10, it comes back to me. That's not why I give, to get something in return, but I do understand that I have a purpose, and I feel that God is always using me to affect somebody else's life, regardless to whether it's negative or positive. Is not up for me to determine. I just do what I'm told. A lot of people just want to be a part of a cause. You know, they want to build some kind of legacy, or like I said earlier, with my mother teaching me about the company Purple Heart. If she never would have taught me about Purple Heart, then I never would have been a philanthropist or a humanitarian. So I pass on that same nature and that same caring to my daughter, and it just creates this legacy and this pattern of goodness. And that's the reason why I think it's so important for people to donate and do community outreach, because that type of thing is what creates more and more and more and more goodness. Another reason why people give, they give for religious reasons. Just like I said a minute ago, God just tell me to give to some people. Sometimes people just give me money because they tell me that's what God told them to do. That's what the universe told them to do. And I respect that, because it's sometimes, I'm telling you, you guys don't understand. Sometimes I need money, and then a donation will come in and I'll be like, oh my goodness, thank you. Because I needed this so bad to either feed myself or feed someone else. I'm not the type of person that's about to go out here and spend the money that people are donating and go damn buy a flat screen TV or some red bottoms or a handbag. I'm going out here feeding people. I'm going out here and I'm paying people's mortgages and phone bills and damn electric bills and buying babies milk and diapers and all kinds of stuff. This is what I'm doing with my money, and this is what I've been doing with my money. And it gets to a point where I gotta ask for it. I gotta say, hey, can you give me some donations? Can you help me out? Most people act out of the kindness of their heart. You look at certain people and they have X amount of dollars on their GoFundMe, or they made X amount of money, and you have to understand that people give with their heart. So if a lot of people love someone or are into someone, or are emotionally connected to someone, they're going to give money. That's why you have all of these people out here who have these GoFundMe accounts, and everybody is, you know, donating to their purpose. It's because they genuinely care for these people and they genuinely believe in these people. So when people give me money, or people buy my books or buy my t-shirts, I know that these people genuinely care for me, or they're doing this as their good deed for the day. And I respect that too. It's a personal act of kindness, and it takes a lot to do it. So I don't downplay the idea of it at all. I tell people all of the time, give right now, donate right now. Don't be worried about it. Don't, just do it right now. I give everybody the opportunity to donate at any chance they get. Any video they looking at, the donate button is right there. The donate link is right there, because I need everybody to understand that your donations genuinely help my life. Like, you really don't understand. They genuinely help my life. So when people go around here and they make fun of people saying, oh, this person is begging for money, or this person is trying to scam people out of money, I see that so much all of the time. But then there's people out there who have this huge fan base of people who give to them all of the time, and those people aren't complaining at all. You know why? Because they know where that money is going. I have yet out of the many years I've been doing this, have a person complain about a donation they gave me, because every single donation they have ever gave to me, they have seen it come into fruition, because I post videos, I post pictures, I show people what I do with their donations. I'm not the type of person that sit up here and steal money from people, and I will never be that person. And I know it's people going out there saying that about a whole bunch of people, and some of these people that they're talking about aren't even like that. I'm a true humanitarian. I love philanthropy. I always have. I knew when I turned 20 that I was going to be a philanthropist, and there was nothing nobody was going to do to stop me. And I'm not going to let, you know, the ups and downs of life determine whether I'm still going to be in the act of giving to other people or helping other people. I'm just not that kind of person. I've always been a counselor and a good friend, and, you know, I used to be a minister. And, you know, I always talk about peace and meditation and happiness and positivity. And then there's other times where you might see a whole different side of Soncerae, but that's the person I want you guys to see. I want you guys to feel emotionally tied to me as a person. Like, I want you guys to see my story and to genuinely care about me as a person, because I'm not just some girl on YouTube, okay? I'm not just some random girl on YouTube that's not doing anything with her life but sitting up in here making videos. I really have something I'm trying to do with my life, something that's extremely positive, and I appreciate everybody that supports me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You can donate. The donation link is in the long description box below. You can donate however much money you want. It doesn't matter. It could be $2, it could be $5, it could be $200. It doesn't even matter. Whatever is whatever. You can give me your video topic suggestions by visiting me at soncerae.com, or you can text me at 678-856-3463. Please remember that I'm looking for moderators for my channel. I'm starting to get more subscribers, so I need more people sifting out comments for me, and I really appreciate if some of you would volunteer, okay? Shouts out to my notification squad. Ain't forgot about you. Have vision and stay focused, guys. Bye.